EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down. John.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. and that's what he did on that play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Now Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 21.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On the double.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. He'll drop to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Cowboys 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here go 46.
Play action now, Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
47. Kill.
Prescott to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Kill.
Now Prescott. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
But it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready, break.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you could lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Out of the gun now on third down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Well, now how about this return?
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Good.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Prescott to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Let's go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
J-Ron Curse, he's the one who got in there, knocked it free.
Hurry up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Connecting with Bird, and he will have the conversion on 4th down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So